Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
I
Everything is all hearsay and rumors I've heard and I have nothing to support these claims. So you two know the truth between like all these. I actually have no evidence with anything at all, but you two actually know the truth. I don't at all.
Well, listen, if they say it's speculation, it means it's true.
Just want to mention, yeah, 90% of the questions are from both Evolve and Terra communities. So my first couple of questions, I'm going to talk about the drama or hatred between each other's communities, not you two necessarily. Alright, so this is a really simple, nice, clean question to start off with for both of you. Before the entire interview, how do you both currently feel about each other?
I
can
guess which.
start or
Oh, sorry, you can go.
myself, I don't know. Because the first time I made Terra, you like directly banned me. I was like not really happy, but I guess I can understand since a lot of people were making advertisements in your server, so I understand that you banned me. So I'm fine with you.
Yeah, I mean that's 100% fair. Well, how I feel about you right now, I think you're pretty cool. I haven't played your game. I've seen videos of it. I try to do that just for the sake of like not affecting like creativity too much, like not getting influenced too much by it. But I think you're a pretty cool dev. You seem like a really good scripter and developer in general. I think you're probably a better developer than I am. I like the fact that you found a cool niche that is different from Evolve, and it's like making the genre bigger. So I think that's pretty cool. What always frustrates me is I'm trying to think of a way to word it. Like if I were to make a sandwich shop and then someone opens a Subway right next to me, like I think that's fine. It's free market, no problem. It could even be pretty similar. The only problem is like I just don't want people coming into my sandwich shop and be like, "Hey, come to Subway." You know,
Yeah.
like it's we both have our own platforms, and as long as we respect each other's platforms, I think that's fine. I think when people misunderstand me for like kicking people out of my sandwich shop, they're like, "Oh, you don't want Subways around here? You want to have a monopoly?" I was like, "No, that's not what I'm saying."
I would take a monopoly. Like I'm the monopoly of all the content creators on both servers right now. Like I love that. It's amazing. I get all of you.
Well, at the start, I didn't wanted to like create a big fan game or something like that. I saw a lot of suggestion on the Evolve server about plants, so I was like, hey, let's try to make a prototype for a suggestion, so you could like know how plants could maybe work if we were to add them. So I made a prototype. I also made like legs because it was on the surface, and then some people came and said like make a fan game. So I went like yeah, maybe.
I think it turned out pretty well.
The point of Terra was to like see how your game could turn with new parts or land.
Listen, how do you pronounce your name? Trotten?
Rotten.
Troten? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm one of those people. I can watch English shows and I still need subtitles. So if I ask, like, if you could repeat yourself, yeah, that's why. Because yeah, my hearing's really bad.
So I have more individual questions though. If I don't know if these are completely true, I think this one was true. So Clan Atlas, why was it decided to ban the mention of fan games? And I don't know if part is true, but I'm specifically talking about the keyword Terra. Whenever you typed it in the Discord, you couldn't.
Sure. I think that's a good question. So there is. Give me a second. Let me like outline my thoughts real quick. So there's like a difference between, or a lot of people think I'm focused on like motivations behind why people say what they do.
Hmm.
So, as an example, you might have someone that's like explicitly posting links on my Discord server and be like, hey, you need to play this game right now. Leave this community, join this other one. That would be like really explicit. And then there would be something a little bit less obvious, like someone posting a gameplay photos of like, let's say it's 3D Evolve or something, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, what is that? And then they're like, oh, that's 3D Evolve. And they're like, oh, where do I find that game? And you're like, you post a link. So now there's like an alibi where you're still doing the same thing. It's just there's more steps, and there's more deniability. And then someone might just mention a game and they'd be like, oh, what game is that? And they're like, oh, talk to me in DMs. So basically, regardless of what people's motives are, the goal was whatever people post in the Discord, they're responsible for the conversations that come afterwards regarding that subject that's like unrelated to Evolve. So that's why I just banned the words outright. But the reason I loosened up is because basically on the Roblox platform, you have the algorithm recommending each other's games. So at that point, it was like inevitable. People are going to bring it up. So that's why I loosened it up just to explicit advertising at the end. Sorry if that's a long answer. I know you only have 30 minutes.
Do you want to respond to that, Chot?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. So this one is for you. Remember, I don't know the exactly what happened. You can adjust it if you want. You can say it was your fans. Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was both. I'm not sure. If I had to guess, I'm going to assume this started all the major drama between you two. Why did you advertise your game in the Evolve Discord server? Surely you would know that would cause drama, especially if you got banned, you know?
Okay, so first, I never wanted to advertise. I never advertised. The only thing I did was was post a photo of my suggestion before I even got the idea to create Terra. Then after I created Terra, I think some people, especially someone named Nexus, made like a rule to I think recruit people, if I'm correct, and they were like Clan said, posting link in the Evolve chat. But anyway, I never had the intention to advertise.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Do you want to respond, Clan, about the advertising?
No, I think it's fair. I don't think you specifically had any intentions to advertise. I want to be honest. I don't like know people's Discord's names very well or their Roblox names. So if I banned you, I probably didn't even know you were the creator. Because when I was doing these bans, I was literally at work at bubble tea shop. And I got a bunch of pings of people saying people were advertising. So I just didn't have much time. So I literally just like did blanket bans.
They were in panic, I think.
Yeah, that's especially when it started, but yeah.
How do you both currently feel about each other's communities completely hating on the other side whenever the other game is mentioned, especially like 7 months ago, because it was bad back then?
I don't like it when people hate other communities, especially over the thought of like, Terra shouldn't copy Evolve or Evolve shouldn't copy Terra. Like, I think that's dumb.
The problem is like there will always be hater on both sides.
Yeah. Hopefully this video will make it a lot better.
Yeah, I just don't think there's like a standard that anyone could agree on.
I think there was misinformation on both sides of the party, not from you two, but I think it was the idea that the Terra owner came over here, even though you said yourself you didn't want to advertise, but everyone heard in Evolve that you advertised. That's why everyone hated Terra on Evolve, and the reason everyone in Terra hated Evolve is because they heard, oh, Clan Atlas specifically banned the owner of Terra, you know. So like everything was kind of like, you know, a little misinformed.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure banning people doesn't help either. It's like regardless of intention, like the outcome is if people get upset about getting banned, they're going to go to the opposite community, and it might create some hate from that. But that's kind of inevitable.
I think I saw a lot of people on Terra banned from Evolve.
Clan Atlas, you kind of already said this in my last video, but I got so many people because I was, you know, both communities, the question. So many people from both sides wanted me to ask you, how do you feel about other games like Terra and 3D Evolve again?
Like in general?
Yeah, how do you feel about it? Do you like, you know, you said you like it earlier in the conversation, but how do you feel?
It's a mixed bag. Part of it I have to answer just a personal thing. So like when I made Evolve, whenever I make any project, it's usually like barely within my reach of understanding, and then I'm pretty much just winging it from then there. When I finally get like my first game that blows up, that's like an actual game, and then other projects come, but they do a more advanced or better version, like the 3D or like being able to do on stuff on land. Like it feels sucky for me because I know I'm like probably never going to be able to reach that. Yet they're still like building off of my original idea. But at the same time, I understand like that's going to happen. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah,
there's no hard feelings, and I think you guys are better at developing than I am, and you guys are making better games than I am. But it still sucks for me personally. So it's more of a selfish thing.
Maybe I can add like in the menu of Terra like something to join Evolve.
Sorry, can you say that again?
I say maybe like on the menu of Terra I can add like you know, a button on the corner to like try evolve, and you
No,
can click the button.
you don't have to do that, man. It's all good. Like you should do you. Like it's no problem.
That's pretty nice. How do you both feel about the idea of doing a collab between each other's games? It could be something very simple. It could not even involve the game. It could just be the Discord servers for a limited time. You guys, share links or whatever. It could be something small, maybe just like an image in the game, or something pretty major, like a permanent part in each other's game. Like, how do you guys feel about like a collab between each other?
It will be fine for me since I'm a fan of Evolve.
Yeah, it's always possible. Maybe it's related to like the genre, or it's a completely different game. Yeah, it's possible. I'll keep an open mind. Currently, I'm not like in the right headspace for making Roblox games right now, so I wouldn't even want to like consider making giant commitments that would like burden others if I weren't able to hold them up. We're sort of connected now, so it's always possible in the future.
How do you feel like using Evolve as kind of like the reference for your game, the baseline for your game? Like, did you just see a niche that did really well and had like a good community, and you just kind of wanted a part of it, or?
No, like I said before, just wanted to like make a suggestion, and then I want to make a fun game to create part that clan could see to add them in Evolve later.
You never played the game?
That was the main goal.
Was to get Clan to play it?
Yeah, to test like parts and gave him ideas.
Wow. So it originally started to give Clan Atlas of ideas and to play the game for Evolve. But he has yet to play Terra yet. That is crazy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
It's fine.
And now
that's like that is the mother of all good intentions.
Wow. This is like Star Wars, bro. Oh my goodness. Wow. I never expected that plot twist.
That is a plot twist.
Will you consider now, Clan Atlas, to play Terra?
Yeah, I'll play it. Yeah.
Yo, can we do it for the first time on like a video or something in the future?
Sure.
Let's go.
Do a video collab and post it to Terra. Yeah, we can do that.
I convinced Evolve owner to play Terra. That's such a good video title, bro. Oh my goodness. I have two questions for Clan Atlas. The first one's serious still, and then after that, we kind of go to chill questions. So Clan Atlas, mentioning what you said with 1 million DNA, what you said in my DNA video, you said nice things about Terra and Evolve, including what you said in this video. But someone in the community, and I don't know if this was true at all, I don't know if you remember, but you made a statement saying, well, they said, Clan said in game, he felt indifferent about Terra a while ago. So like 7 months ago or so, did you like feel maybe more hatred towards Terra? Or like, because you said yourself that you'll never be able to reach that level.
Mm-hmm. When I mean indifference, it's just I don't play the game, so I don't have an opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I meant by that.
Okay. Broton, how do you feel about the sudden rise of popularity in your game?
You mean like 6 months ago? Or?
Yeah. I haven't been here for 7 months, so you have to give me a chance to come back. Yeah, how do you feel?
I think all Roblox game eventually, I mean, if they get popular enough, I think Roblox does like maybe a hype spike to see the game potential, and based on the result, they like give some recommendation.
I think what he's trying to say is Roblox. It seems to be the case for most games that gain any track of popularity. They'll give you like the first chance algorithm where they just give you a huge burst of traffic.
Yep.
And it can slowly die down, but it seems to happen at least once per game. Yeah, I wanted to ask you, Trutton, what do you what do you want to do with your life? Are you what are you aiming for in general, career-wise? Yeah.
Like in what, in job?
Yeah, just like your job or career or what you're studying.
I'm trying to become an astronaut, to go on the not the ISS because it will be destroyed in like not far from now, but in future space stations.
Dude, that's crazy.
I know. I was like, what the heck? A French Roblox game creator astronaut. Wow.
I don't know. I think it's funny because I think most kids growing up, they're like, oh yeah, I want to be an astronaut, but like you actually do.
And then I'm just what every kid wants to be nowadays. YouTuber.
Gosh darn YouTuber.
And can I ask you the same question, Clan?
Yeah. I don't have a very good answer, which has been kind of the problem lately. I really love neutrality, if that makes sense. A lot of my games in the past are centered around neutrality or being like a facilitator for people.
Can you define neutrality?
Wait, how do I can
It's my own personal definition. So it's going to sound kind of spiritual. I believe that the universe is doing exactly what it needs to do, both when things are at peace and at conflict. I want to be like the medium that makes that run smoothly.
So you're like Thanos?
Not exactly. I golly, I haven't really put this in the words much. So like, say you're say you have two siblings and they're like fighting each other.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not supposed to agree with each other, right? And my goal is to figure out what they actually want and to help them like have clarity in that. Like that's something I enjoy.
I think Thanos used the word clarity quite often.
Golly. Yeah, I gotta find all the Infinity Stones first,
Yeah.
but we're getting there. So I don't know whether that's being like a mediator or I own a convention or whether it's evolved being like hosting an ecosystem. I don't know. I enjoy the neutral aspect.
So is the Infinity Stones like Terra is one of the Infinity Stones, Evolve 3D is one of the Infinity Stones. So you kind of just become friends with them all and collab with them all?
I think the Infinity Stones are more like your mom's biscuits when she cooks breakfast for me in the morning.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We still have 2 minutes. Is there anything else you guys want to say just to anyone watching or to each other or any extra information?
I'm gonna try Terra, so see how it goes.
Oh, I do have actually still one question I completely forgot about. I think I might have deleted it.
It's only a minute and 30 seconds. You better hurry up.
Oh, it's a good one. Can you both say subscribe to Supper Soup?
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3. Subscribe to
Super Soup.
Thank you.
That was almost perfect.
Hey, you want to do it again real quick? All right, ready? On go, okay? So,
1,
3, 2, 1, go.
2.
Subscribe. Wait.
Subscribe to Supper Soup.
Subscribe.
Okay.
Let's go.